keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, or good afternoon, I should say. Welcome to Minot State University and audio-only coverage of the North Dakota Class A Girls State Basketball Tournament as we have the Northern Cass Jaguars taking on the Devils Lake Firebirds. How you doing? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com. And our pregame show is brought to you by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. And if this game coming up between Northern Cass and Devils Lake is anything like the first one, this should be a dandy of a tournament. It was Valley City beating Bottineau 64-61 with a couple of late free throws to clinch it. And that game was so close, the biggest lead either team had was 5. There were 19 lead changes and 12 ties. So Valley City advances. Tessa Olson with 16 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals to lead Valley City. Katie Burchell, 15 points and 13 rebounds. Bottineau had 16 from Hallie Nero, 14 from Kylie Simpson. Bottineau is now 22-3 on the year. They will play the loser of this game coming up between Northern Cass and Devils Lake. The winner of this game will meet Valley City in the semifinals at 6:30 tomorrow night. At 6:30 tomorrow night in the first of the winners bracket semifinals. We will check in with both coaches, DC Lucas of Northern Cass and Justin Klein from Devils Lake, when we return after these messages on yourliveevent.com.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful lake models on the planet. The world of outlaws, Kings Lake Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough. The Northern Cast Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cast Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cast Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cast Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Time for our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. DC Lucas, the coach of the Northern Cast Jaguars, joins us. I remember during the regular season, I had seen you play Valley City and struggle with them, but you've clearly figured it out because you beat them once in the regular season and once to get here to state.
Yeah, I think we turned it on at the right time. I think the last 4 games of the year, I mean, playing the Valley City, Kindred, Central Cast teams, I think in Wapatton, I think we started to figure it out, and it's a good time to get ready for the state tournament.
And it's interesting that the Jaguars haven't been here in so many years. Matter of fact, Ellie was quoted in the paper. I guess we could say that she was in attendance, but not a spectator because she was in her mother's womb at the time.
Exactly right. She's always good for a good quote there. It's funny. We knew it's been a long time, but when we sat back in that 19 years, it's been a really long time. So a lot of these girls are excited. I know that this has been one of our missions this year was to get here. Now that we're here, we're hoping to put on a good show.
Does it help that your girls have experience at a state tournament? It's being volleyball as opposed to basketball.
Yeah, it does. I think, no matter what you're playing, whether it's basketball or volleyball, the bright lights will get you, but I'm excited for them, and I think that's going to help. They definitely have a championship mentality. They've been very calm. I joked that myself and James are probably the 2 people that have the least amount of experience walking into this, my assistant coach, but they're excited. I think they're just anxious to get this thing going.
What will be some of the important things today against Devils Lake? You did not face them during the season, as I recall.
Correct. I mean, they're a heavy press team. They remind me a lot of Kindred. They press you. He has a very deep bench, so it's going to be very chaotic. So I think we have to make sure that we can handle the press and make sure that we can handle the chaos and make sure if we need to slow it down to get our posts involved. So we're looking forward to a good game, but they're a very talented team, deep team. They got a lot of athletes, so we're going to have to make sure that we eliminate the runs and make sure that we keep up on the side of defense.
All right, best of luck.
All right, thank you.
That's DC Lucas, coach of the Northern Cast Jaguars. Our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. We'll continue with our pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
At your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to iryinsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
We continue with our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Justin Klein is the coach of the Devils Lake Firebirds, getting here courtesy of a win over Kindred on Saturday. Talk about that game.
That was a good, hard-fought game, pretty intense. Kindred gave it what they had, being down a starter, and I thought our kids stepped up and did a nice job. I thought we had a good team effort from all our kids. Our bench really stepped up and gave us a boost.
You mentioned team effort. That's one thing I've noticed through the Region 2 tournament was that you've got a lot of depth.
Yeah, we can go 10, 12, 13 probably pretty comfortably, but we've got some kids that can play some defense off the bench. We got some kids that can shoot it off the bench, so it just depends on the mismatches or the matchups, I guess you want to say. But yeah, I'm comfortable with using my bench. I don't have a problem with that.
Now, how long has it been since the Firebirds have been to state?
2021. So then, a couple of years now. And that was again back in the double A. So
I would imagine your growth, if not played in that, would have certainly been able to see it.
Yeah, we got 3 on the roster here now. Caden Fralick, who is a senior now, and Tori Fee and Cabern Fiddle are on that team, and I think Cabern got a few minutes, and Jane got in a little bit too, but not a lot of experience out here on the crew I have now, but those 3 are kind of the ones that were involved in that and saw what went on in those years there.
Now, you have haven't faced Northern Cass during the regular season at all, what do you know about them and what concerns do you have?
Well, we know they got a girl named Crockett. I think back-to-back games in their region, Tournament of Dawn Region 1, she went off for 39 one night and 40. So we know she can shoot the ball, she can drive. She's a big part of their offense. They've also got some size inside. The Jensen girl gives them a spark down low. So that's another concern we have with keeping her off the boards.
And what will be the important thing for your team to do today?
Again, put pressure on the guards. As soon as the ball's inbounded, we want to put pressure up front. Hopefully get them to turn it over. We don't want to sit in a half-court game any more than anybody else who knows us, but that's the big thing. Score in transition and push the ball up the court.
All right, that's a lot.
Thank you.
That's Justin Klein, coach of the Devils Lake Firebirds. That wraps up our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. We'll come back to Minot State and the starting lineups after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cass Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cass Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
And welcome back to Northern Cass. Joe Lancello with you as we get ready for the second quarterfinal in the Class A Girls State High School Basketball Tournament from North Dakota. And time now for our keys of the game, brought to you by Goose River Bank. Goose River Bank, Mayville, Hillsboro, and Hatton. Strong bank, strong communities. Stop in and visit for your banking needs. GooseRiverBank.com. Good luck, teams from Goose River Bank, member FDIC. Keys of the game, Northern Cass will have to use their height, as Devils Lake doesn't have a player over 5'9", while the Jaguars have Josie Jensen at 6'3", Ellie Lucas at 6'1", and Addie Winquist at 5'10" off the bench. Also, Northern Cass is going to have to deal with the full court pressure by Devils Lake. And Devils Lake will also have to worry about stopping Hayden Crockett from scoring. Hayden averaging 26 points a game on the season. And those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Goose River Bank, Mayville, Hillsboro, and Hatton. Strong bank, strong community. Stop in and visit for your banking needs. GooseRiverBank.com. Good luck, teams from Goose River Bank, member FDIC. And time now for our starting lineups, brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower-owned. CrystalSugar.com. Starting first for the home team on the scoreboard, Devils Lake. They are the third seed with a record of 18-6. And they are ranked number 4 in the final Class A girls basketball poll in the state of North Dakota. And a guard, number 3, Gabrielle McLaurin, a 5'4 senior. Number 11 is Cameron Friddle, a 5'9 junior, averaging 5 rebounds and 3.5 steals a game. Number 13 is Tylee Brodina, a 5'7 freshman, the Firebirds' leading scorer, averaging 13 a game, and she's a 36% shooter from three-point range. Number 23 is Jolie Martinson, a 5'9 junior, averaging 6.5 points, and number 32, Tori Fee, a 5'7 junior, averaging 8.4 points, along with 4 rebounds, 3.5 steals, and 3 assists a game. Justin Klein, the coach of Devils Lake, the Firebirds, as I mentioned, 18-6 on the season. Now for Northern Cass, the Jaguars will have the starting lineup that they've had for a good deal of the season. Number 2, Hayden Crockett, a 5'7 junior, averaging 26 points a game. Also 8 rebounds and 4.5 assists per game. Number 4 is Addie Rust, a 5'6 senior. Number 5, Ellie Lucas, a 6'1 senior. Number 10, Tess Jalbert, is a 5'8 sophomore. And Josie Jensen, a 6'3 senior, averaging 13.8 points, 10.3 rebounds, also averaging 3 assists and 3 block shots a game. DC Lucas, the coach of Northern Cass, the Jaguars, 17-7 on the year. And this is their first time at state since 2005 for the Jaguars. Devils Lake's last trip here was in 2001. Just a reminder, on YourLiveEvent.com, we will also have the third quarterfinal game between top seed Thompson, ranked number 1 of the state, 22-0 on the year, as they take on the 8th seed Watford City with an 18-7 mark. We'll have that tip-off scheduled for 6:30, and we'll be on the air with pregame about 6:10. On YourLiveEvent.com, we have audio coverage only of these state tournament games. And we will be following Northern Cass and Thompson throughout the Class A tournament. The one game completed earlier, if you missed it, Mr. mentioning it earlier, it was Valley City defeating Bottineau 64-61. A game that was a track meet, because a lot of teams, or both teams, a lot of players running down the floor, and it was also a pretty physical game too. There were a lot of fouls that could have been called but weren't. And it was just one of those games where it seemed like whoever had the ball last would get the win. There were 19 lead changes, 12 ties in that game. Valley City led for just 9 minutes and 7 seconds of that game. But a few of those seconds were right at the end, which is the only time that counts. So Valley City will face the winner of our Devils Lake Northern Cass game coming up in the first semifinal tomorrow night at 6:30. And in the consolation round, it'll be Botno against the team that loses this game. Our officials for this game, Lance Schoenwald, Aaron Grandy, and Jefferson Beck. It'll be Northern Cass going from left to right in the traveling black uniforms, gold letters and numbers, white and gold trim. The Devils Lake Firebirds in the home white, red numbers and letters and red trim. And the game ball being delivered by a member of the North Dakota National Guard. Jensen to jump center against Friddle, and the tap controlled by Devils Lake, and a wild shot driving to the left of the lane by Tyler Brodina is good, and Devils Lake up 2-0. Jaguars quickly into the front court. Crockett for Russ on the left wing. She dribbles to the top. Lob for Jensen. High post in the lane. Fall away good. Game tied at 2. McLaurin quickly into the front court for the far side from Devils Lake as they go from right to left. Fee left wing for McLaurin now at the free throw line. Martinson kicked it back outside. Now McLaurin. Shot clock at 18. Friddle from the right corner on top to Brodina. A wild dribble by McLaurin, and she lost the ball. Crockett ahead of the crowd. Missed the shot. She might have been fouled, but we play on. One offensive rebound for Jalbert. And then Jensen finally able to put it in. And Northern Cass with their first lead at 4-2. Inside the lane, Martinson's jumper no good. Rebound tip to Russ on the far side. Pass for Jensen just across the halfway line. Now on the near side, Jalbert. Crockett had the ball tipped away, taken away. First Jaguar turnover. Long pass to the right wing. Fee with a three. That's short. Offensive rebound. Fee followed her shot. That's off the bracket. No good. Rust had the rebound. It was poked out of her hand out of bounds. Northern Cass ball, 6:10 to go in the quarter. Leading 4-2. Pressure in the backcourt. Jensen gives for Eddie Rust. Who'll dribble across now as the Firebirds back off on the press. Jensen, top of the key. Right wing for Lucas. Now Jalbert near the right corner. Pass was out of Jensen's reach rather, and we've got a foul, our first of the game. And it'll be called on Jensen as she was reaching for the pass. She got her arms on a Devils Lake defender. 5:45 to go in the quarter. Devils Lake with the ball trailing 4-2. McLaurin top of the key inside for Fee, dumping it down low. Martinson overshot the basket. Rebound came to Jalbert. She almost lost it and now gets it away on the near side to Rust. Under 5.5 to go first quarter. Pass behind Jensen and a takeaway. Third Jaguar turnover. Fee driving left of the lane. Shot is short. Scramble for the rebound. And the officials call a travel on Devils Lake, so it'll be Northern Cass ball when we come back. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Back to Minot State, 4-2. Northern Cass in the lead. 5:17 to go first quarter. Back after this.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great communities they serve. Jensen jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Devils Lake briefly. Then McLaurin bounced it on the baseline. Oh no, check that. It'll be Devils Lake ball. Bank North is more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. And now the Firebirds throw one away out of bounds on the near side. First turnover against Devils Lake. Pressure in the backcourt from Devils Lake. Lucas for Crockett on the far side, trying to get around the pressure. And a pass picked off by Friddle, who will drive and lay it up and in. Cameron Friddle with her first bucket, and we're tied at 4.5 minutes in. Quickly the other way, Jalbert missing a layup. Rebound Fee. Long pass caught and put in by Tylee Brodina. She's got 4 and Devils Lake back in front. 6-4. Russ on the front court on the near side. Jensen coming out between the circles to get a pass. Now Crockett left wing. Her shot didn't get very far. And it was almost like a line drive. And here come the Firebirds in the lane. Martinson. Left wing McLaurin. On top for Fee. Brodina high right. She's not afraid to shoot from three-point range. Shot clock at 15. Into the lane, Martinson pulling up from the free throw line. Shot no. And a rebound for Tess Jalbert. And a travel called on Lucas in the backcourt. Unofficially, 5 turnovers on Northern Cass. Into the game now for the Firebirds is number 24, Presley Brown, a 5'9 sophomore. She has been a big spark for Devils Lake off the bench. Certainly was in the Region 2 tournament. Inside for Brodina, almost losing the dribble. Scramble for the ball on the far side. And they're going to say it is Northern Cass ball. Jaguars on the inbound length of the floor against full court pressure. In for Lucas in the backcourt. Ahead now for Russ to bring across on the near side. 3:20 to go in the quarter. 6-4 Devils Lake. Jumper from the left wing, no good. Rebound Friddle. Jumper from the left wing, a 3, no good. Long rebound collected Put up by Brodina, no good. And a rebound for Jensen. Baseball pass ahead for Crockett, 1-on-2, waiting for reinforcements. Pass down low, and Jensen, reverse layup, scores and ties the game at 6. And a timeout on the court. 2:38 to go, first quarter. 6-6 between Northern Cass and Devils Lake. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Northern Cass mounting luck the floor. Long pass overthrown Jalbert. And Jalbert's going to be called for bumping into Tori Fee as Fee was bending down to try to get the ball. Jalbert's first foul. That's 2 on the Jaguars in the quarter. Devils yet to commit a foul. Ava Beck, number 2 in the game for Devils Lake, with the ball on the far sideline, giving for Fee. For Beck, does a nice job running to the point, coming off the bench. Pass inside for Brown, ball poked away, and Crockett has it now for Northern Cass. Third turnover against Devils Lake. Crockett across midcourt with 2:07 to go in the quarter. Jensen for Crockett, jumper free throw line extended, left shot doesn't go. Firebirds able to scoop and save the rebound. Now a long pass into the front court. Collected by Brown and blocked from behind by Jensen. No. Oh, that is a foul on Jensen. Her second, 3 on Northern Cass. Reese Lovig is in the game, a 5'4 junior for Northern Cass. Presley Brown shooting 2 free throws, misses the first. Ellie Lucas back in to replace Jensen now for Northern Cass. 6-6 with 1:53 first quarter. Class A's quarterfinals. Brown second free throw drops in, 1 of 2. And it's a 7-6 lead for Devils Lake. Again, pressure by the Firebirds in the backcourt. Long pass finds Lovig in the near side. 1-on-1 with Fee. Feeds the trailing Crockett, who was fouled. That's the first foul on Devils Lake in the game. And it's on Ava Beck, her first. Crockett at the line to shoot 2, hits the first. That's her first point of the game, and we're tied at 7, our 4th tie. Coming with 1:44 to go first quarter. Crockett makes the second free throw. And the Jaguars back in front, 8-7. Beck quickly into the front court as the Firebirds go from right to left. 3 on the way, high right by Brodina. Shot didn't go, scramble for the rebound at the far corner. And it will be Northern Cass ball. They'll inbound far sideline near the Coffin corner in front of their own bench. 1:31 to go in the quarter. Inbound for Lovig. Bumped by Fee, taken away by Fee. Left corner 3 by Brodina, too long. But an offensive rebound. Left wing Brodina. Tried to throw it across, but picked off by Crockett. 2-on-2. Crockett splitting two defenders and was fouled. And Hayden back to the line after the foul on Cabron Friddle of Devils Lake, her first and the team second. Crockett made 2 of 2 a moment ago, makes the first one here. Makes it a 9-7 lead for Northern Cass. Crockett's second free throw good. She's got 4 points, all from the free throw line. 10-7. Jaguars with the lead, their biggest. Entry pass for Claire Heilman, who's in the game. Dumped it off. And Tori Fee with a basket. 10-9. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Jaguars lead. A pass intended for Lucas, tipped out of bounds. Northern Cass on the inbound baseline left. 30 to go. 30 on the shot clock. Crockett jumper short. Addie Winterquist was going for the rebound. Players on the floor, and it's going to be Devils Lake basketball. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. No pressure from Northern Cass. Back in the front court. High right for Brown. She trying to drive through the crowd, and blocking foul going to be called on Ellie Lucas. Her first for the Jaguars in the quarter. And Brown is going to get 2 free throws. First one off the bracket. 33.1 to go in the quarter. As Anna Schock, a 5'7 junior, checks into the game for Devils Lake to replace Fee. Brown's second free throw off the back iron, no good. Rebound Jalbert. Less than half a minute to go in the quarter. Diving into the front court near side. Ball poked away by Brown. It goes out of bounds on the near sideline, and it will stay with the Jaguars. Shot clock is off. 23.1 to go in the quarter. Pressure again from Devils Lake. Thrown across court for Lucas in the backcourt. Now Crockett and Addie Winterquist, the 5'10 junior, is in the game for the first time. Lucas, right wing jumper from 12, doesn't go. Rebound Heilman. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. And a double dribble called on Ava Beck. Fifth turnover against Devils Lake unofficially, as Gabrielle McLaurin checks back into the game for the Firebirds, replacing Beck. 8.8 to go in the quarter. Jaguars inbounding. Ashmark on the near side. Lobbed in for Winterquist. She tipped it. And it came loose to the Firebirds. And a shot up and in by Claire Heilman. She laid it up and in. And that'll end the quarter. Fourth lead change of the quarter. And Devils Lake with a 1-point advantage, 11-10. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Back at Northern Cass, or rather at Minot State, Joe Lancello with you. Second quarter about to get underway in this Class A quarterfinal. Devils Lake with an 11-10 lead. Jaguars were 3 of 13 shooting in the first quarter. Devils Lake 5 of 16. Firebirds 0 for 4 from three-point range. Jaguars 0 for 1. And as the Jaguars are trying to inbound, the inbound pass tipped out of bounds on the near sideline. It will stay with Northern Cass. Crockett thought about a three from the top of the key and hands it for Rust. Jensen in the free throw circle, back to the basket, and an offensive foul called on Crockett. Her first foul against Northern Cass in the quarter. And there's been a lot heavier contact going on. But whatever that was considered a foul. Devils Lake the other way. Brown left corner, three on the way. Bango. That's the first three of the game for either team. And a 4-point Devils Lake lead 30 seconds into the second quarter, 14-10. And now a steal by Schock. Schock ahead for Brown, left of the lane. Shot blocked by Lucas, or by Jensen rather. And here come the Jaguars in transition. Jensen top of the key, back for Jalbert. Left wing shot, up a three, no good. Crockett the offensive rebound in the basket. Crockett's first field goal, she's got 6. Jaguars down 2, 14-12, a minute into the second quarter. McLaurin from the right, dribbling to the top of the key. Gives back for Brown, high right. Brown for McLaurin on the left. Now she'll drive into the lane, dump it down low for Friddle, who's back in the game. Her shot was no good. And Russ the rebound. 6:35 to go in the half. Jalbert left wing now for Crockett outside the arc. Crockett into the lane, pulls up at the free throw line. Right corner three from Lucas, too strong. And the rebound for Friddle. Long ball for Brown. She was double teamed and called for a travel. 6 Devils Lake turnover unofficially. For Devils Lake, Martinson, Fee, and Brodina back in the game. As Devils Lake on the press, Crockett will break it on the dribble on the near side. Tried to shovel it across the lane to Russ, but there was a Firebird right in the way. Schock right wing, driving the baseline, floater up and in. And a Schock's first basket. 16-12 Devils Lake. 5:45 to go in the half. Pressure in the backcourt. Jensen gives it for Russ on the near side. Jaguars playing from left to right. Pass down low. Bobbled. One of the Firebirds tried to spike it off a Jaguar. It goes out of bounds. Northern Cass ball, 21 on the shot clock, 5:36 to go in the half. And a foul called against Martinson. That's her first on Devils Lake in the quarter. Jaguars inbound with a fresh shot clock. Pass was just out of Jensen's reach on the near side. Foul called on Schock, and she was trying to get the ball away from Hayden Crockett. First foul on Schock, second on Devils Lake in the quarter. Reese Lovick back into the game. Her pass from the left wing broken up. And we've got a foul on Devils Lake. Foul is on Martinson. That is her second, and 3 on the Firebirds in the quarter. And we've got a timeout on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com. At Bank North, They take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cass Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cass Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
Unofficially, $11 turnovers so far against Northern Cass in the first half. They'll inbound it, baseline left, it's broken up and picked off by Brodina. 12th turnover, Brodina driving from the left and scoring. Brodina with 6. 18-12, biggest lead for Devils Lake. And now we've got a turnover on the Jaguars. That's 13 unofficially. Devils Lake with the ball in a 6-point lead. 5:10 to go in the half. Shock from the left wing. Gets it back near the corner. Pass broken up by Rust out of bounds. Ava Beck comes back in for Devils Lake with 5:02 to go in the half. Firebirds inbound near sideline at the hash mark, 23 on the shot clock. Back at the top of the key. Passes left for Brodina. She'll drive toward the baseline. Kick it back off for Friddle. Friddle trying to weave her way in the lane. Gives it off right corner, 3 on the way from Brodina is short. And Gelbert the rebound. And an offensive foul called on Gelbert as she was trying to, I think she had an arm up just trying to get some room. Gelbert's second foul, that's the second on the Jaguars in the quarter. And Northern Cass coach D.C. Lucas let the official on that near side know he wasn't happy with that call. Devils Lake with the ball, still in the front court. Beck from the right wing, driving through the crowd. Shot off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound by Brown and a foul. Foul is on Hayden Crockett. That's her second. That's 3 on the Jaguars in the quarter. Presley Brown at the line to shoot 2 and hits the first. Brown with 7 of the game, and it's a 7-point lead, making an 8-point lead for Devils Lake as Brown makes them both. Their biggest lead of the game. Backcourt pressure. Crockett on the far side. Double team to the backcourt. Gets it for Jensen to the front court. They're working around Gelbert. Driving the left baseline. Tried to throw it across for Laveg, and it was picked off. Brodina, left coffin corner, 3 on the way, yes. 9 for Brodina. And a 23-12 lead. And another steal. Brown right of the lane. Gives it for free right wing. Started to drive the baseline, gives for Brown. Lobs it high, caught on the near side by Brodina. Back for Beck on the left wing, now on top for Brown. She'll hand it for Beck. 18 on the shot clock, 3:35 to go in the half. Pass in the lane for Brown, trying to drive her way in. Given for Beck, free throw line extended right, jumper no good. And Gelbert the rebound. Long pass for Lavig ahead of the crowd. Off the glass too hard. And a Devils Lake rebound. And contact as Gelbert took the charge. Devils Lake foul on Tori Fee, her first. 4 on the Firebirds. Anna Schock and Claire Hallman come back in for Devils Lake. Jaguars inbounding length of the floor against full court pressure, and it's thrown away. Beck with the steal, the drive, and the layup. Ava Beck's first basket. And now contact in the backcourt as Jalbert was knocked down. Or no, they're going to call the foul on Jalbert. That's her third. And that's 4 on Northern Cass, each team with 4 fouls with 3 minutes to go second quarter. Devils Lake suddenly pulling up to a 25-12 lead. Left wing Brodina driving to the basket, pull up 8-footer good. 11 for Brodina. 27-12 Devils Lake. Lobbing into the front court far side. Gives for Jensen the free throw line. Jumper good. Jensen with 8, 27-14 with 2:35 to go in the first half. Jaguars trailing. Hellman, 3 from high right, doesn't go. Long rebound picked up by Brodina. She drives in, shot no good. Rebound Crockett and a foul. Foul is on Beck. That's her second. That's the penalty for Devils Lake. Will have Northern Cass free throws after this timeout. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Hayden Crockett to the free throw line after the timeout. Hayden 4-4 at the line. She has 6 points. First free throw good. 27-15. Devils Lake in front. Second free throw good. Crockett got them both. 8 in the game, and it's 27-16 Firebirds. Now a pass thrown away by Devils Lake in the front court, but it was apparently tipped by one of the Jaguars. Fee to throw it in, baseline right, 31 on the shot clock. For Hellman, Fee, right wing 3, around and out. Jensen the rebound with 2 players surrounding her. Almost like they're trying to build a fort over the top of her head. Or a roof over the top of her head. Crockett around a screen to the right. Russ right wing, back on top for Laveg. Lob down low, caught by Jensen. Missed the shot, but fouled. Josie Jensen in the line with 1:55 to go in the half. Lainey Hall, who just came into the game for Devils Lake, a 5'9 senior, commits the foul. Penalty in effect. Jensen's first free throw around and out. Catherine Friddle comes back in for Devils Lake. Friddle, Heilman. As Jensen makes the second free throw, she has 9. Only 2 Jaguars have scored. And Northern Cass down 10 with 1:48 to go in the half. Fee driving right of the lane. Kicks it back for Schock. Entry pass right block. Heilman turnaround shot. Stuffed by Jensen. Comes to Crockett. Lets the defenders go by into the front court. And Crockett taking a bump with 1:31 to go in the quarter. Hayden to shoot 2. Claire Heilman commits the foul for Devils Lake, her first. Penalty in effect. Crockett, 6 of 6 at the free throw line. Makes the first. Second free throw missed. And the rebound run down by Brown. Left wing 3 from the corner by Brodina, no good. Lucas the rebound with a minute 20 to go in the half. Into the front court, Lucas on the near side. Gives for Crockett, top of the key. Jensen free throw line extended right. Off in the left wing for Lavick. Dumping now low for Jensen against a double team. Gets the roll. Jensen with 11. Under a minute to go in the quarter. 27-20. Now a drive the other way for a layup by Brodina. She's got 13. 29-20. Held ball in the backcourt. And the ball is going to go over to Devils Lake with 49.7 to go in the quarter. Timeout on the floor on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. Back after this.
We've got your back. Protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our surface agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
And the shot clock needing to be reset before the ball could be inbounded by Devils Lake. 49.7 to go in the quarter. Firebirds lead Northern Cass 29-20. Joe Lancello with you on YourLiveEvent.com. Fee high right. Gives them the right corner. 3 in the way. Brodina is good. 16 for Brodina. 32-20. Jaguars trail. 34 seconds to go in the half. Jensen in midcourt. Couple dribbles into the front court. Pass for Rust on the near side. Crockett on top. Around a Rust screen. 3 on the way. Short. And the rebound for Brodina. 15 seconds to go in the half. Brodina driving. Shot blocked by Jensen. Ball going. We got a foul, I think, on Devils Lake. It's on Presley Brown. That's her first. Penalty in effect. Ellie Lucas, a 6'1 senior, to shoot 2 for the Jaguars with 11 seconds to go in the half. First one, no. Addie Winterquist, a 5'10 junior, checks in for Northern Cass to replace Jensen. Second free throw for Lucas is good, 1 of 2. That's her first point of the game. 32-21. Devils Lake in front. Pass into the left block quickly. Thrown across the lane. Low for Friddle. She couldn't hang on to it. And time is going to run out in the second quarter. And Devils Lake, just in a blink of an eye, stormed to a 15-point lead, and that lead is now down to 11 at the break on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. 32-21. Devils Lake in front. Back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Full service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
And welcome back to Minot State University, the Class A Girls State Basketball Tournament. I'm Joe Lancello, and our halftime coverage is brought to you by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough, home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency in downtown Hillsborough or call 701-436-5777. It's 32-21. Devils Lake in the lead. We've had 4 ties and 4 lead changes. Northern Cass's biggest lead was 10-7, and it was a 1-point game at the quarter, 11-10 in favor of Devils Lake. But then the Firebirds caught fire on a 13-point run, and they had a 27-12 lead at one stage before Northern Cass rallying to cut the gap to 11 at 32-21. For Northern Cass, Josie Johnson with 11 points on 5 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line. Hayden Crockett just 1 basket, 7 of 8 at the line for 9 points. Ellie Lucas 1 of 2 at the line for 1, and that is the Northern Cass scoring. Addie Rust, Tess Jalbert, that should be. I'm looking at the score sheet I was given. Eddie Winterquist and Reese Lavig have played and have not scored. Northern Cass shooting 30% from the field, 0 for 3 from three-point range. Hayden Crockett 1 for 7 from the field. The big stat against Northern Cass, 19 turnovers in the opening half of play. And they are 9 of 12 at the free throw line, 75%. Northern Cass 10 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second for their total of 21. For Devils Lake, Tyler Brodina with 5 baskets, 5 twos, 2 threes for 16 points. Presley Brown with a three-pointer, 3 of 6 at the line for 6. Catherine Friddle has 2. Tori Fee has 2. Ava Beck with 2. Claire Howland with 2. Anna Schock with 2. Gabrielle McLaurin and Lainey Hall have played and have not scored. Devils Lake shooting 37.1% from the field, 3 of 11 from three-point range, 3 of 6 at the foul line for 50%, 11 turnovers against Devils Lake, and the Firebirds with 18 rebounds compared to 20 for Northern Cass. Jalbert, the leading rebounder in the game, was 7. For Devils Lake, Fee with 6 rebounds. And our halftime score is 32-21. Devils Lake in front as far as fouls go. Tess Jalbert has 3 for Northern Cass, 2 each for Crockett and Jensen. For Devils Lake, Martinson and Beck with 2 fouls apiece. That's our halftime report, brought to you by Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsborough. Home, auto, business, life, farm insurance. Visit the agency downtown Hillsborough or call 701-436-5777. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Quarter number 3 coming up after these words on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cass Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cass Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
Welcome back to Minot State University. Joe Lancello with you. We are ready to start the third quarter with Devils Lake leading Northern Cass 32-21. Devils Lake with their original starting 5 on the floor. Gabrielle McLaurin, Catherine Friddle, Tylee Brodina, Jolie Martinson, and Tori Fee. It will be Northern Cass ball. Jaguars coming onto the court now with their original starting 5. Hayden Crockett, Addie Rust, Ellie Lucas, Tess Jalbert, and Josie Jensen. Jaguars will go from right to left in the traveling black with gold and white. Crockett lobs a high pass, cut by Jalbert on the near side. Lucas trying to dribble on the left wing. 3 from the top, doesn't go. Rebound tip, controlled by Jalbert. Lucas fakes the baseline jumper, goes to the lane. That's blocked. Jensen gets the ball back, then loses it. Here comes Devils Lake. Long pass into the front court for Brodina, lays it up and off. And a rebound for Jalbert. Or for Rust, rather. And now a takeaway by Brodina. Has to wait for her teammates to get back into the front court. Brodina from the top, driving into the lane. 12-footer up off the back iron, no good. Brodina getting her own rebound. Shot was stuffed by Jensen out of bounds. The ball will stay with Devils Lake. That's unofficially 4 blocks for Josie Jensen. Devils Lake on the inbound baseline left, attacking the basket to our right. 32 on the shot clock. Comes from McLaurin left wing. Hands it for Fee. Fee driving left of the lane. The floater up and in. Tori Fee with 4. 34-21 Devils Lake. Shot from the left, no good. Rebound Crockett, put back, no. Put back for Jensen is good. Jensen with 13. 3 from the top, in and out. Rebound Friddle, scores and a foul. Ellie Lucas commits the foul for Northern Cass, her second. First on the Jaguars in the quarter. Friddle makes her free throw. She's got 5 in the game. 37-23 Devils Lake. Firebirds have led by as many as 15. Ball poked out of bounds far sideline. And the ball is going to stay with Northern Cass. Crockett with a double team committee at midcourt gets a feed ahead to Jensen. Now rush from the right wing into the lane. Pass goes awry. Here come the Firebirds, 2-on-1. McLaurin feeding Brodina. Her shot doesn't go, and Jensen the rebound. Kicks it ahead for Crockett on the near side as the Jaguars go from right to left. Pass intended for Jensen. Got bumped, and it's another takeaway for Devils Lake. And now a steal by Lucas. Quickly ahead for Crockett ahead of the crowd. She'll lay it up with the left hand and in. Crockett with 11. And now a drive by McLaurin the other way. Blocked by Jensen. Ball was lost and recovered by Friddle. Devils Lake with 28 in the shot clock. 5:40 to go third quarter. Devils Lake by 14. McLaurin, left baseline drive, draws air. Rebound Jalbert. Now Lucas double team into the backcourt and is called for carrying the ball. Beck and Brown will come in for Devils Lake after this timeout. On the Bank North, on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 37-25 in favor of Devils Lake. Back with more third quarter action after this on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities we serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Devils Lake on the inbound baseline left with a fresh shot clock. Pass in the lane for Kendra Eckes, who just checked into the game. And Eckes will go to the line, the 6'1 junior. Hayden Crockett commits the foul. Her third. Second on the Jaguars in the quarter. Loving and Winterquist checking into the Northern Cass lineup. Eckes' second free throw off the bracket, no good. Jensen the rebound. And she's immediately swarmed by Devils Lake players. Crockett getting it in the front court. And a foul called on Devils Lake on Beck. Go check that, Presley Brown. Her second foul, first on Devils Lake in the quarter. 37-25 Devils Lake. Crockett double teamed. High right. To Johnson, back for Crockett, driving through the crowd. Shot no good. Rebound for Jensen, and she's fouled. Josie Jensen to shoot 2. Devils Lake foul on Kendra Eckes, her first, team second of the quarter. As Jensen hits the first of 2 free throws, Josie 2 of 3 at the line today. She's got 14 points. And made the second free throw. 37-27. Jaguars within 10. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Class A quarterfinals. The winner meets Valley City tomorrow night. The loser will play Botno tomorrow afternoon. Fee right wing for Beck into the lane. 10-footer, nope. Fight for the rebound. It's Brown who gets it back and scores. Brown with 8 off the bench, 39-27. Devils Lake in front. And a shot from the left near the block is in by Tess Jalbert, her first points. 39-29. Jaguars now with 4:10 to go, third quarter. Jaguars would love to get this deficit back into single digits before the quarter ends. Eckes, high post left. Dumps it off left side on a baseline jumper, good by Brodina. Brodina, the freshman, with 18. 41-29. Jaguars either way, Lovig. Long jumper, no good. Jaguars got the rebound and a foul. Third on Devils Lake in the quarter. It's on Tori Fee, her second. Reese Lovig, a 5'4 junior, to shoot a pair for the Jaguars. First one good. Emma Schock and Claire Heilman come back in for Devils Lake. Joining Beck on the floor as Lovig gets both free throws, her first 2 points of the day. Brown and Heilman rounding out the 5 for Devils Lake. Beck hands for Schock. Schock jumper, free throw line, extended left shot, no good. Rebound, Karam's off a shoulder and comes to Crockett, but now she loses it to Beck. Her shot in tight is no good. Beck left block jumper, good. 4 for Beck. And another steal and a foul on Beck, who will get 2 free throws. Josie Jensen commits the foul, her third. Third on Northern Cass in the quarter with 3:11 to play. Ava Beck's first free throw is short. Jensen, Jalbert, and Crockett 3 fouls apiece for Northern Cass. Catherine Friddle comes back into the game for Devils Lake. Second free throw short, double miss. And a rebound for Jensen. 43-31 in favor of Devils Lake as we near the 3-minute mark. Here's a Crockett drive from the left, shot no good. Rebound. Last touch by one of the Jaguars and goes out of bounds. Timeout on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. 10-point lead for Devils Lake, 41-31, 2:57 to go in the third. Back after this.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If your building, your remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities we serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. 2:57 to go, third quarter. Class A state tournament quarterfinals. Devils Lake with a 41-31 lead over Northern Cass, and their press has caused all sorts of problems for the Jaguars trying to get the ball across midcourt. Devils Lake with the ball going from left to right on the home white with red. Beck, right block, driving in, and fouled. That's on Reese Laveg, her first, 4 on Northern Cass in the quarter, and Ava Beck, who missed 2 free throws a moment ago, hits the first of 2 here. Second one in and out. 11-point lead for Devils Lake, 42-31. And the Firebirds get the offensive rebound. Freddle off for Brown from the left wing. 3 is good. 45-31, back to a 14-point lead for Devils Lake with 2:20 to go in the quarter. And now Beck stealing the ball from Jensen, and a foul. That will be Jensen's 4th with 2:16 to go in the third. And that's the 5th foul on Northern Cass in the quarter, so the penalty in effect. Beck to shoot 2 more free throws. This one's no good. Beck in the quarter, 1 for 5 at the free throw line. Addie Rust and Ellie Lucas back into the game for Northern Cass as Lavig and Johnson will sit down. Beck with a second free throw, 1 of 2. 48-31 Devils Lake, their biggest lead. Rust's pass intended for Jalbert underneath, broken up and picked off by the Firebirds. 2-minute mark, third quarter. Schock started to drive, and now it's Heilman just inside the arc on the right, air ball. But Schock getting the offensive rebound. For Heilman looking to back her way in from the left block and traveled. .148 to go in the third. Devils Lake still with a full court press. Jalbert in the backcourt near side, trying to behind the back dribble, lost the dribble, gets it to Crockett into the front court, just past the halfway line. Crockett double team, and a foul, or no, timeout. Timeout Northern Cass. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. 48-31 Devils Lake over Northern Cass. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Jaguars inbound in midcourt. It's thrown into the backcourt, out of the reach of Jalbert. Friddle got to it first, and it's Jalbert with a foul, and that's her 4th. So Jalbert and Jensen, 4 fouls each for Northern Cass. Carver and Friddle with 5 points, 1 of 1 at the line to shoot 2 and make the first. Reese Lavig back into the game for Northern Cass to replace Jalbert. Second free throw in and out. Rebound tip to the far side. And Lavig got to it first, and we got a foul. On Devils Lake. Presley Brown with a foul, her 3rd. The first Devils Lake player to reach 3 fouls. And that's the 4th on the Firebirds. Long pass picked off by Schock. Here's Devil Lake again. Brown, right, left baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, tipping control by Lee Lucas. Minute 17 to go in the third. Lucas on the dribble, but Friddle picked her pocket. Here comes Devils Lake. McLaurin, who's back into the game. Feed in the left wing for Brown. Started to drive the baseline. Gives it back for Schock. From the left into the lane. Heilman with a three. No, just inside the arc. That's a two for Heilman. And another Devils Lake steal. And a foul. This is on Addie Rust, her first. Penalty in effect. So Anna Schock, a 5'7" junior, at the line to shoot two for Devils Lake. First free throw short. Julie Martinson back in the game for Devils Lake. Crockett checks out for Northern Cass. Wavick, I think it was, who just checked into the game. Mia Ellsberger, a 5'9" sophomore, in for Devils Lake. Second free throw around and in for Schock. She's got three. 52-31 in favor of Devils Lake. Rust from the right wing to the baseline, circles back. Gives on top for Lucas. And a travel. Turnovers have bedeviled Northern Cass today. They're down by 21 with 40.6 seconds to go, third quarter. As number 20, Olivia Olson, a 5'9" sophomore, into the game for the first time for the Northern Cass Jaguars. 21, Casey Fix, a 5'4" senior, also into the game for Northern Cass. 33 seconds to go in the quarter, 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. McLaurin, right wing. On top for Laveg. Ellsberger from the left wing on top for Schock. Started to drive the lane, gives it back for Heilman. Lob down low for McLaurin. Carrying it back out for Martinson to the free throw line. Shot clock at 7. Three from the left is short, but the offensive rebound, McLaurin, no good. Ball off a bunch of hands. Martinson controls it. She'll shoot a three. It's an air ball, and that's the end of the third quarter. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Devils Lake leading Northern Cass 52-31 after 3. Fourth quarter after this on yourliveevent.com.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, President at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back at Minot State University, Joe Lancello with you on yourliveevent.com. Audio-only coverage of the girls' Class A state basketball tournament. Remember, following this game, we'll have another quarterfinal with undefeated Thompson taking on Watford City. 6:30, the scheduled tip-off time. We'll be on the air at 6:10 on yourliveevent.com. Devils Lake with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Heilman to inbound from left to right. Right corner three wide open. Was Martinson, shot no good. Scramble for the rebound. Jensen gets it back. We got a foul. Josie being double teamed. It's like little kids trying to take a ball away from a grown-up. Mia Ellsberger commits the foul for Devils Lake, her first, team's first of the quarter. Again, full court pressure from Devils Lake. Crockett's double team slipped, lost the ball. Ellsberger, right corner three, in and out. Rebound collected by Jensen. Ahead for Lucas with a reaching catch. Now for Crockett back in the game, left of the lane, driving. Missed the shot but fouled, and Hayden to the line with 7:37 to play. Ellsberger with the foul, her second, first on the Firebirds in the quarter. Crockett 7 of 8 at the foul line, does not get the roll here. Presley Brown back into the game for Devils Lake to replace Ellsberger. With the depth Devils Lake had, foul trouble isn't a problem. Brown has 3 fouls, and several players have 2, as Crockett makes the second of 2 free throws, cutting the gap to 20 at 52-32 with 7.5 to play. Hellman just right of the lane, gives her Ava Beck, who's back into the game. Now for Brown, just inside the three-point line on the right, guarded by Lucas. Throws across court for McLaurin. She bounced the ball off her foot. Out of bounds, it will go to Northern Cass with 7:14 to play in regulation. And Devils Lake not backing up on the full court press, even with a 20-point lead. Ross dribbles around a Lucas screen, a Jensen screen rather, in the front court. Crockett driving left of the lane will lay it up and off. And the rebound back. McLaurin, long diagonal pass to the far side for Brown, who drives and scores. 13 for Brown, 54-32 Devils Lake. Backcourt pressure again. Crockett will bring it across, and we got a foul on one of the Firebirds. On McLaurin, who is trying to get a steal. That's her first foul. 3 now on Devils Lake in the quarter. Tori Fee coming back in for Devils Lake. And Brinley Gregory, a 5'7 senior, checks in for the first time for the Firebirds. Crockett posting up on the right side. Shot off the glass and in. And the ball got away after it went through the basket, so the official stopped play with 6:33 to play. Firebirds into the front court. Fee top of the key. Hands for McLaurin. McLaurin for Gregory on the right wing. She'll dribble toward the top. Gives for McLaurin on the left. 13 on the shot clock. Fee almost losing it. Pass goes inside for Martinson. Her shot no good. Rebound off a bunch of hands. And it will go to Devils Lake, to a Northern Cass rather, with 6:02 to go in the ball game. Jalbert on the throw-in. Giving it for Lucas, whose size is a big help there. Devils Lake doesn't have anything to match Jensen's 6'3 height. We got a whistle and a foul on Devils Lake. On Jolie Martinson, that is her third. And that's 4 on the Firebirds in the quarter. Number 21, Laney Hall, a 5'9 senior, back in the game for Devils Lake. Jaguars inbound, hash mark far side. 5:48 to go in the ball game, down by 20. Crockett, 3 on the way, off the mark. Northern Cass does not have a 3 in this game. Jensen got the rebound, tried to put it back, but got fouled. Presley Brown with the foul, that is her fourth. Jensen shooting 2, making the first. Jensen was 16 on the day. Cabrin Friddle back into the game for Devils Lake. As Brown will get a rest. 54-35 Devils Lake in the lead. That last foul on Laney Hall, that is her second. And Jensen making both free throws. 54-36. It was a 1-point game after one quarter, but then Devils Lake stormed out with a big run to make an 11-point lead at the half. They've led by as many as 20. Gregory from the left wing outside the arc, dribbles to the top now and gives for Friddle. Shot clock at 11. McLaurin into the lane, dumping it off in the left block, overshot the basket. And a rebound for Jalbert. And the pressure from Devils Lake continues. Long pass, caught by Crockett with Fee defending. Crockett driving to the basket and got fouled with 5:03 to play. That's the penalty because that's the fifth foul on Devils Lake in the quarter. McLaurin with the foul, her second. We'll have 2 free throws from Hayden Crockett when we come back. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Devils Lake leading Northern Cass 54-36. Back after these words.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Hayden Crockett to the free throw line. 8 of 10 at the line. She has 14 points. First free throw off the mark. 5:03 to go fourth quarter. 54-36, Devils Lake in the lead, and it looks like the Firebirds will play Valley City in the first semifinal tomorrow night. As Crockett makes the second. And Northern Cass will play Bottineau in the consolation round in the first game tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we'll have it for you on yourliveevent.com. Beck hands back for Fee. Around a screen. Fee for Beck, top of the key. 15 on the shot clock, 4:40 to go in the ball game. Beck around a Friddle screen right of the lane. Giving it for Fee. Throws it back for Beck. Shot clock down to 2. And that's a shot clock violation, the first today against either team. Tylee Brodina coming back into the game for Devils Lake, as does Anna Schock. Northern Cass ball, the hash mark far side, three-quarter court to inbound it. And again, the Devils Lake pressure. Crockett for Jensen, long pass near side, broken up by Brodina with a takeaway. That could have been called pass interference if this was a different sport. Brodina, right wing, dribbling around a screen toward the top. Throws it cross court for Beck with 4 minutes to go in that fourth quarter. Beck jumper in the lane, gets the roll. Beck with 8. 56-36, back to a 20-point Devils Lake lead. Crockett in the front court, near side for Jensen, who's been a great outlet. Trying to break the press. Here's a Jensen jumper, no good. Rebound, Jalbert. Put back, no. And a rebound for the Firebirds. Friddle into the front court with 3:35 to play. Friddle double-teamed as she got to the right block. Gives it back for Beck. Now on the left wing, Brodina with a 3. That's good. Brodina's third bomb of the game, and she's got 21. 59-36 and a steal and a basket. Brodina again. 23 for her. And another turnover. Schock trying to feed Beck down low. The ball goes out of bounds and it goes to Northern Cass. with 3:07 to play. And a timeout in the court on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. Devils Lake in command. 61-37 with 3:07 to play. Back after this.
Red River Valley Speedway.
Racing runs May through August. For more details, visit RedRiverValleySpeedway.com.
Northern Cass inbound against the press. Russ gets it on the near side, dribbling across midcourt, blocking foul on Devils Lake. And that's on McLaurin. That is her third. Penalty in effect. And Addie Rust makes the first of two free throws. That's her first point of the game, the 5'6" senior. Second free throw missed. 61-38. Long pass for Jaden Freilich, who's in the ball game for the first time. Had the ball on the left. McLaurin on top with 2:47 to play. Brodina right wing, she'll pull up to the free throw line. Jumper off the bracket, no good. Offensive rebound, Friddle had it briefly but lost control. And it will be Northern Cass ball with 2:39 to play. And a timeout in the court. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHBankND.com. Devils Lake up 61-38 over Northern Cass. Back after this.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. 2:39 to play in the fourth quarter. Devils Lake in command, 61-38, their biggest lead of the game. We were tied 4 times early, and there were 4 lead changes, but Devils Lake has held that lead. And again, they continue with a full court pressure as Northern Cass inbound, going from right to left in the traveling black. Crockett feeding Jalbert, who feeds Jensen inside for a basket. 19 for Jensen. 61-40. 2:15 to play. Gregory gives back for Freilich. They'll just kind of working the ball around the perimeter, just trying to run down the clock. They had a shot clock violation on a recent possession and a foul by Crockett trying to get a steal. 4th foul on Crockett. 1st foul on Northern Cass in the quarter. Tylee Black, a 5'9" senior, into the game now for Devils Lake for the first time. Fresh shot clock with 2:02 to play. Devils Lake on the inbound near side. And apparently somebody stepped over the far sideline. Couldn't see through the crowd of players. Jaguar basketball. Lavick for Jensen. Back for Jensen. The ball poked away by Freilich. And a timeout, Devils Lake, so they keep possession. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. 61-40, Devils Lake over Northern Cass with 1:49 to play. In quarter number 4, back after this. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Devils Lake on the inbound. 1:45 to play, 31 on the shot clock. Entry pass tipped and taken away by Jensen. Jalbert shadowed by Black into the front court. Gives ahead for Crock on the right wing. Hayden to the top with a 3 on the way. Doesn't go. Northern Cass without a 3 in this game. And we've got 1:25 left. And a ball on the far sideline is off the leg of Freilich out of bounds. And it will go to Northern Cass. And the Jaguars now are going to clear the Pines. Lauren Johnson, a 5'9 sophomore, into the game for the first time. Faith Fury, a 5'9 freshman, in the game for the first time for Northern Cass. Carly Ryder, a 5'5 freshman, also in the game now for the Jaguars. Ball's thrown away and another takeaway. McLaurin in the front court. Right wing 3 is good by Brindley Gregory. 1:10 to go in the game. (64-40). 1 minute to play. Olsen left wing, dribbling to the top. For Lauren Johnson, 3 is up. Just a 2, just inside the arc. Lauren Johnson's first points. 64-42. 46 seconds to play. Freilich driving from the left wing into the lane, gives for Gregory. Hands now for Hall, back for McLaurin. And now Gregory on the left wing dribbling to the top, 16 of the shot clock, 30 seconds to play. Black gives for Freilich, now in the left wing, a long shot as an air ball. Hall retrieving it before it could go out of bounds. She puts it back up. No, and that's a shot clock violation because the ball never did hit the rim. Northern Cass ball with 12.8 to go in the ball game. And the Jaguars will meet Bottineau in the consolation round at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll have it here on YourLiveEvent.com. Pass into the lane, taken away again. And Devils Lake will run out the clock. And this one will belong to the Firebirds. And our final score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. The final, Devils Lake 64, Northern Cass 42. We'll run down the stats and have our post-game awards when we come back after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Tim Kazette, your local Golden Harvest Seeds dealer. During these winter months, as you think ahead to the spring planting season, I remind you there is strong yielding varieties of Golden Harvest beans and corn available for spring delivery. There's discounts offered. Please ask me about the Golden Advantage deferred payment options or any cash payment discounts. Call me, Tim Kazette, at 701-430-0877, and thank you for planting Golden Harvest seeds on your farm.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
The Northern Cass Booster Club is here for all Jaguar students from academics, arts, athletic, and co-curricular activities throughout the school year. You can find more information or become a Northern Cass Booster Club member today by scanning the QR code on screen now, or follow the Northern Cass Booster Club on Facebook for updates throughout the year. The Northern Cass Booster Club wishes the best to Coach Angie Johnson, her staff, and the Jaguar volleyball team.
Welcome back to Minot State University. Joe Lancello with you. Devils Lake has advanced in the Class A girls basketball state tournament as they defeat the Northern Cass Jaguars by a score of 64-42. Devils Lake will go to 19-6 on the year, and they'll play Valley City in the semifinals tomorrow night at 6:30. Northern Cass drops to 17-8 on the year, and they will face Bottineau in the consolation round tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And we'll have that for you with audio-only coverage on yourliveevent.com. Valley City beating Bottineau 64-61 in our first game of the day. This was a close game in the first quarter. We had 4 ties, 4 lead changes, and it was Devils Lake in the lead 11-10 after the first 8 minutes. But we go to the second quarter, and the Firebirds suddenly caught fire. They had a run of 13 straight points, and they led it at the half 32-21. They led after 3, 52-31, and the final 64-42. They had a 61-38 lead at one stage in the final quarter. And the key stat for Northern Cass, turnovers, 40 of them, according to our official stats. When you have almost as many turnovers as points scored, that's a problem. And the Devils Lake press proved to be a problem. And it will continue to be for anybody they face in this tournament. Leading the scoring for Devils Lake is Tylee Brodina. They only had 2 players in double figures. Brodina with 3 threes and 7 twos for 23 points. She also had 7 steals. Presley Brown off the bench, 2 threes, 2 twos, 3 of 6 at the line for 13 points. Ava Beck off the bench, 3 baskets, 2 of 6 at the line for 8. Catherine Friddle with 2 baskets, 2 of 3 at the line for 6. Tori Fee, 2 baskets for 4. She led the team with 7 rebounds, also had 4 steals and 2 assists. Claire Heilman, 2 baskets for 4. Anna Schock, a basket, 1 of 2 at the line for 3. Brinley Gregory, a basket, 1 of 1 at the line for 3. Gabrielle McLaurin, Jolie Martinson, Lainey Hall, Kendra Eckes, Mia Ellsberger, Jayden Freilich, and Tylee Black all played for Devils Lake and did not score. The Firebirds were 8 of 19 from the free throw line, 42%. They were 36% shooting from the field, 33.3% from three-point range. They had 35 rebounds, 19 on the offensive side, and they turned the ball over 20 times. So they won with 20 turnovers. And Northern Cass turned the ball over 40 times. So it just shows a little bit of how helter-skelter things are. And Devils Lake, 11 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second, 20 in the third, 12 in the fourth for a total of 64. Now for the Northern Cass Jaguars, Josie Jensen had 7 baskets, 5 of 6 at the line for 19 points. She also had 11 rebounds and 5 block shots. Hayden Crockett, 3 baskets, 9 of 12 at the line for 15. Hayden was 3 of 15 shooting, 0 for 3 from three-point range. Tess Talbert with a basket for 2. Reese Lavig, 2 of 2 at the line for 2. Lauren Johnson, a basket for 2. Addie Rust, 1 of 2 at the line for 1. Ellie Lucas, 1 of 1 at the line for 1. Addie Winterquist, Casey Fix, Olivia Olson, and Carly Ryder all played, did not score. Northern Cass, 18 of 24 at the foul line for 75%. They were 31.6% from the field and 0 for 7 from three-point range. Northern Cass with 42 rebounds, 12 on the offensive side, so they had the rebounding edge 42-35, but 40 turnovers against Northern Cass, that made the difference. Jaguars with 10 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second, 10 in the third, 11 in the fourth, for their total of 42. And time now for our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life, enbridge.com for career opportunities. And our Energy Player of the Game will go to Tylee Brodina of Devils Lake for that. The freshman with 23 points and 7 steals and 5 rebounds, helping Devils Lake to their 64-42 win over Northern Cass. So congratulations to Tylee Brodina, our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. And we'll have more of our post-game awards and wrap up here when we come back to Minot State University after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
Are you dreaming of building or remodeling your dream home? This is Sonia from the Lighting Gallery, and we can help you from the time you start that dream to the time that your last fixture is hung in your room. We can come out to your house and do an in-home lighting design, picking out fixtures, working within your budget, working within your style, and putting together a full lighting package for you that makes your house feel like a home. If you're building, you're remodeling, visit us at the Lighting Gallery, located at 3622 South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
The Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
And welcome back to Minot State University. Joe Lancello with you as Devils Lake has defeated Northern Cass 64-42 in the quarterfinals of the girls' Class A state basketball tournament. Northern Cass will face Bottineau tomorrow in the consolation round at 1 o'clock. We'll have that for you on yourliveevent.com with coverage starting at 12:40. And it will be Devils Lake going on to play Valley City in the semifinals tomorrow night. Valley City beating Bottineau 64-41 in a very exciting game. And we continue with our post-game awards. Our Precision Play of the Game brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton. For precision planning updates, information, questions, contact RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com, planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. Precision Play of the Game. I'm going to go with Josie Jensen. Had played with quite a bit of precision, 7 of 9 shooting from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line for a team-high 19 points. She also had 11 rebounds and 5 block shots. So Josie Jensen, our Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. And now our HTC Postgame Connection, brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust, halsteadtel.com. And I've got to go with the way the Devils Lake defense connected to force 40 turnovers and defeat Northern Cass today 64-42. That's the HTC Postgame Connection, the Devils Lake defense, brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust, halsteadtel.com. We will be back with you on YourLiveEvent.com tonight at about 6:10 as we start coverage of the third quarterfinal of the Class A Girls Basketball State Tournament as 22-0 Thompson, the number 1 seed, takes on 18-7 Watford City. We'll have that for you here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, starting about 6:10 tonight. Again, audio coverage only. Thanks very much to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Brandon Mickelson for technical assistance. Thanks to our sponsors. We hope you will thank them with our coverage. And I thank them for allowing us to bring you coverage of State Girls Basketball. And thanks to you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Wish I had some better news for Northern Cass fans. I'm Joe Lancello. The final score, Devils Lake 64, Northern Cass 42. We will talk to you in a little over an hour. Take care.